Hey everybody, week 50 on the Real DVD Watchers, and this week I'm going to be reviewing George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. This film is amazing, and I've said it before, I think, on my channel, and I'll say it again on this one. I love it more than any other film in the Dead trilogy, and it's probably my favourite zombie film, and I'll get into reasons why. And don't get me wrong, Dawn of the Dead is an astounding film and is without a doubt a huge favourite of mine. Day of the Dead kind of overtakes it for me. Basically, it's about a group of scientists and military officers and soldiers and stuff who are forced together in the middle of a zombie outbreak in an underground bunker, and they have to find out why. Well, just like most groups of people in zombie films, they have to find out why this stuff's happening, what they can do to prevent it, and yeah, what they have to do basically, and try to stay alive. So yeah, they do that by capturing some zombies and doing tests on them and stuff. And one of the main reasons I love this film and Dawn of the Dead alike is because of the characters. The characters are brilliant, and they are so colourfully projected onto the screen, and it's just the same again with Dawn of the Dead. The characters in that were great as well, and the main character that I liked the most was Bub, because Bub was a zombie, and Bub, if you don't know, if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil too much of it because it really needs to be seen without knowing much about it, but Bub is basically a zombie who is being captured, and he's being taught how to do stuff that humans do. And there's so many amazing scenes, and the whole idea of it draws back to Frankenstein's monster and Frankenstein and the mad scientist being Frankenstein, because let's face it, he is a bit loopy, but we love him anyway because he created Bub, and Bub is amazing. So yeah, I was so shocked to find out that people didn't like Bub. I think I watched someone's video on YouTube, and they said they were shocked as well, and I have to agree with them there, because Bub, I can't see why anybody wouldn't like him. Basically, he is the main reason that I like this film so much, and there's so many great moments. One really close to the end that anybody who's seen it, it should stand out for you. I won't spoil it for anybody else, but it's so brilliant. It's funny, and you're cheering, and like you're just like, yeah, go on, Bub, and like, oh, it's brilliant. And another few of the characters that I really liked was Captain Rhodes. Captain Rhodes was a dick, but he was funny, and that brings me on to another topic. The level of cheese in this film is just right, and it is quite cheesy in parts, but that's what adds to the charm of the film. I wouldn't say Dawn of the Dead's that cheesy in parts, but that's what makes this one of my favourites, because it incorporates that cheese, but isn't crap. Because there are a lot of films that try to incorporate cheese. I'm not saying this one did, and do it very crappily and just turn it into a crap film, and this one just wasn't at all. Another one is another reason, that I really like this film is because of Tom Savini's makeup effects. These were fucking fantastic. Seriously, they are some of the best gore effects I've ever seen in a film, done practically. And yeah, CGI has its place, but nothing rivals when it's done perfectly well practically, like it is in Day of the Dead by Tom Savini. Now, this makes me want to see the Night of the Living Dead remake, because I think he directed that. I'm not sure. I think he had something to do with it anyway. I probably sound like an idiot if he didn't direct it, but still. And I'm definitely going to check out more of the films that he did gore effects for. I know I've probably seen some of them already. He might have done them for Dawn of the Dead, actually. I'm not sure. I probably sound like an idiot anyway because I don't know too much about Tom Savini, but I just know he did the gore effects in this, and he knocked it out the park, seriously. And the some of the scenes of when she has that dream, and she sees the guy sit up out of bed, and like his shirt opens and his stomach opens and all his intestines fall out. I love that scene. Call me sick, but that was incredibly well done and so amazing. I can't praise this film enough, seriously. Um, I do love Dawn of the Dead. I do love Day of the Dead. I'll just tell you, I like Night of the Living Dead for how much of a classic it is, and but I just didn't identify with any of the characters in it, and the and it wasn't as great as Dawn or Day for me. Land of the Dead, eh, that's all I have to say on it, really. Because it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't exactly up to scratch. I liked it more the first time I watched it because I was really tired and I didn't know what I was watching. Um, but yeah, Diary, I still have to check out all the way through. I haven't seen all of it. And the remakes, I'll just go through quickly. I'll have to go through them quickly because I haven't seen any of them. So yeah, Night of the Living Dead remake, I already said I want to check out. Dawn of the Dead remake, a lot of people talk about, but I still haven't seen. It's one of the more widely accepted remakes, so I think I might like it on some level. Possibly like it. I can't say that for sure now. Day of the Dead remake looks absolute shite, so I'm just gonna watch it online. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any money whatsoever on the Day of the Dead remake, and I'll start watching it online. But if it's shite, I'm not gonna keep watching it. Well, if it's as shite as it looks, I know it's gonna be shite, but it looks like a new level of shite. I just realised I've said shite a lot in this video. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. It's a great film, 10 out of 10. Seriously, an absolute zombie masterpiece. It is my favourite zombie film of all time. One of my favourite horror films of all time. I also recommend Dawn of the Dead, but everyone's seen Dawn of the Dead, and if you haven't, then you're missing out. And I won't judge because I didn't see Jaws till like last year. Not last year even. It was this year. So yeah, check out Dawn, Day, and Night. Kind of check out Land if you've seen them all, but yeah, Dawn, Day, and Night are my favourites. Day being the best. I hope this has been an okay review. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on week 51. So yeah, goodbye.